Imagine preparing entire life for war, only to die on the first day of the strike. Yeah, referring to Iranian leader Ayatollah. Trump says Khamenei was killed while having breakfast with senior officials early in the morning. If this is true, it means the clown wasn't fasting. Wonders, right? Yes. These are failures after Ayatollah Khamenei was, smitten by the US and the Israeli forces. Yeah. So we'll be looking at things that have played out. I'm going to be bringing you up to speed on things that happened in Iran. First of all, the Iranian leader was busy brandishing his ring. Unknown to him, there was a transmitter that gave out every information pertaining to him. His location, what he was doing, where he was, what he was saying, what he was not saying, and stuff like that. Yes. And they took him out. And Iranian soldiers rather responded by blowing up US and Israeli bases within that region. And Israel retaliated and decided to, even enter by ground troops. Let's look at the destructions Israel carried out in Iran and how some Nigerians and others responded. Let's go. General Dan Crane reveals that Iranian ballistic missile shot fired have plumbed 86% since day one. You can imagine.
As of this morning, U.S. Central Command is making steady progress. Iran's theater ballistic missile shots fired are down 86% from the first day of fighting, with a 23% decrease just in the last 24 hours. And their one-way attack drone shots are down 73% from the opening days. This progress has allowed CENTCOM to establish localized air superiority across the southern flank of the Iranian coast and penetrate their defenses with overwhelming precision and firepower. We will now begin to expand inland, striking progressively deeper into Iranian territory and creating additional freedom of maneuver for U.S. forces.
Right. Wonders, right? Now let's look at what some Nigerians are saying. This is from Harry, and he says Islam and terrorism are 5 and 6. Oh, wonders, right? Now let's look at what Honey says about one destruction. See the destroyed building in Tehran, Fajara, Iran military police headquarters. I was taken there for showing her. The terror, the humiliation, unforgettable. Millions of Iranian women know this fear. Now it's rubble. No destruction, justice, right? Now this is from Harmless, and he says, after losing their supreme leader and family members, Navy, Air Force, airspace, 17 warships, that's huge, missile sites, and many missile launchers, Iran is now offering to discuss terms of ending the war. The problem now is how to convince Netanyahu, because that man has not even done 5% of what he has on his mind. Wonders, right? This is from Chima, and he says, everyone in this picture is dead, but Iran is winning the war in Nigeria because they named less experienced son of the supreme leader as his father's successor. Let's see how long he can survive US and Israel intelligence. Wonders, right? Okay, we'll continue to look at some comment. TG says Iran should just appoint Netanyahu as their next leader, since none of them wants to take over leadership. Be like virgin, don't scars. Wonders, right? Okay. And the right side says the Iranian regime had gone too far. They can never be in power again. Okay, quoting a particular tweet. And then Bro Benaventure says the war must continue until they all get their 72 virgins. Wonders, right? Okay, and then Kim Jong-un decided to, wade in, and he says, warning alert, vice citizens are in Iran. Their return is not negotiable. If even one of them is harmed, I will join the war without hesitation. Baba, join now. Not a person will tell you. And then someone posted a calendar. The calendar is looking better and better. January was Maduro. February, it was, Ayatollah Khamenei. They don't already position some other people in that picture, including Kim Jong-un. Wonders, right? We continue. And then street parliament was busy asking Group on their behalf, is it too late now? But they agreed to all America and Israel's terms and conditions. So in the midst of all this, the Iranians decided to elect the son of the late Ayatollah Khamenei to replace his father. Yes. And, they decided to, push forward his CV, yes, letting us know the kind of person he is. So let's look into who this particular young man is, a terrorist in the making. Now, this is from Clan, and it says, Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of supreme leader, has just been appointed as the new Ayatollah. But who is he? Let's go. He is 10 times more dangerous than his father. He is the guardian who never leaves his father's shadow. He runs his father's office. He is one who tweets from his father's account. He is very close to the leaders of Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the Quds Force, and the Basij. He is the one who orders the execution of protesters. Wonders, right? He is the one who shut down the internet against Pezeshkian's wishes. He is the most influential figure in Iran, okay? He is the man before whom Qasem, whatever his name is, used to bow. He is the most dangerous man in Iran, Abu Salah. Wonders, right? And after that, of course, the US and Israeli Defense Force issued a statement saying, breaking, Israel Defense Force Minister Israel Katz, any leader appointed by the regime will be an immediate elimination target. Only the Iranian people can elect their legitimate leader. Don't forget, the Iranians have a prince, in the making, who is supposed to take over leadership. Yeah. So we'll be, keeping you, updated as issues unfold. Now, in the midst of all this confusion, someone decided to do a throwback and bring, Barack Obama's whatever with his enthronement with the enthronement of Ayatollah. Okay, this is from Dr. Rich, and he says, whoever remembers this despicable act of Barack Obama, raise your hand and repost. Obama capitulated and real Donald Trump eradicated the Ayatollah. This was perhaps the most embarrassing moment in US history, with a picture attached. Okay, now Shehu decided to post, the destruction done by Iranians. This evil regime in Iran killed thousands of protesters in the month of January 2026. Emergency lovers of Iran were quiet. When Ayatollah was killed, the protesters got killed by Israel and the US. The emergency lovers found their voice, okay? They now claim they are for justice and fairness. So Iranian protesters who were killed don't deserve justice and fairness. You people are pathetic hypocrites. And that's exactly what they are. Those set of people. You know what we call. And in the midst of all this, Iranians, Netanyahu, still found a way to drop a warning for Iranian, terrorist leaders. No matter what happens in this war, Iran will never return to what it was. Benjamin Netanyahu, he is the defender of the universe. The man where other terrorists they bow for. They tremble at his. So in the midst of all these things, some Nigerians, we discovered that some Nigerians were actually more Iranians than the Iranians themselves. And Mr. J says, sir, some terrorist sympathizers from northern Abegistan are standing with Iran. Should we direct some land cruise missile to them and their sponsors? Okay, quoting a particular tweet from Oku. Meanwhile, Iranians were busy celebrating and they dropped a message. The Iranian people are grateful to President Donald Trump for striking the monstrous regime and giving them a chance at freedom. Now it is time for strong, steady leadership to deliver on that heroic opportunity. I discussed my plans with Maria Batiromu, whatever, on Fox News. Okay, these are amazing times, yeah. And Vivid went ahead to tell us something. He said, this is wild. Islamic regime television has been hacked and is now broadcasting messages from President Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu. Amazing, right? And in the midst of all this, Fares found, a way to tweet. Yeah, Allah, Iran today is the only Muslim country in the world that is ready to risk everything to defend the honor of Islam. Yeah, Allah, do not let them fail. And then Harry added a tweet, with Allah, sitting one side and watching the destruction meted on Iran by Israel and the US. Wonders, right? And Judin says, the regime is toast. Soon we will see a major decrease in ballistic missile attack by the IRI as storage bunkers and launchers are obliterated. Okay, and then someone posted a picture of those who are being eliminated. Wonders, right? And then we see the picture of American, Israeli